There's a different kind of victory in the NFL. Not the kind that comes with confetti and Lombardi trophies, not the kind that echoes through February, the quiet kind, the foundational kind, the kind that doesn't trend on social media but changes the trajectory of a franchise. And in 2026, before a single snap has even been played, Drake may have already secured his first win of the season. For the first time in his football life, the ground beneath him isn't shifting. Think about that for a second. From his days at North Carolina to the chaos of his early NFL career, Maye has lived in a revolving door of offensive philosophies. New terminology, new voices in his headset, new systems demanding adaptation. He started in the league under Gerard Mayo with Alex Van Pelt calling plays, trying to lead one of the worst teams in football through a rebuild that felt more like survival. Then came the reset, the arrival of Mike Vrabel and the return of Josh McDaniels. And that's where everything changed. Josh McDaniels isn't just another coordinator. He's the architect behind some of the most intricate offensive systems the league has ever seen. His resume includes years of dominance in New England alongside Tom Brady, and a system built on precision, leverage, and mental warfare at the line of scrimmage. When he arrived, it wasn't just a coaching hire. It was a structural investment in quarterback development. For the first time, Drake Maye wasn't learning how to survive. He was learning how to command. And what followed was nothing short of a breakout. In his first full season as a starter under McDaniels, Maye didn't just improve, he exploded. 4,394 passing yards, 35 total touchdowns, a league-leading 72% completion rate, MVP-level efficiency. He didn't pad stats in garbage time. He operated the offense, he manipulated safeties, he controlled tempo. He looked like a quarterback who understood not just where the ball was going, but why. That why is everything. Quarterbacks don't become elite because they memorize playbooks. They become elite when the game slows down, when protection calls become instinct, when audibles are no longer reactions but calculated traps, when they can look at a defense and see the weakness before the snap. And now, for the first time, Maye gets to return to the same system with that understanding already embedded. That's the win. Because continuity in today's NFL is a weapon. The Patriots are bringing back McDaniels, they're bringing back quarterbacks coach Ashton Grant, they're bringing back passing game coordinator Thomas Brown. These aren't just assistants, they're translators, connectors, the voices that helped Maye bridge terminology from previous systems into something cohesive and repeatable. Grant already confirmed he's returning. Brown, despite drawing interest around the league, is expected to stay. That matters. It means Maye isn't resetting language. He's building layers on top of it. When he spoke in his exit press conference, there was no hesitation in his tone. He talked about foundation, about tools, about answers at the line of scrimmage. Hasn't they? Those aren't cliches. That's quarterback evolution. That's a player who understands the power of pre-snap control. He said the sky's the limit. And for once, that doesn't feel like off-season optimism. It feels like trajectory. Because leadership and production are intertwined. When a quarterback fully understands the offense, his confidence changes. His body language changes. Teammates feel it. Wide receivers trust that the ball will be there on time. Offensive linemen trust that protection checks are correct. Coaches trust him with more autonomy. In year 2 of McDaniels' system, Maye won't just be executing calls, he'll be shaping them. That's where quarterbacks separate. Personnel-wise, the Patriots are still evolving. His strongest chemistry entering year 3 appears to be with Kayshon Boutte and Hunter Henry. Reliable options, but not a galaxy of all-pros. The one glimpse of what elevated weaponry can do came with Stefon Diggs. Even for just one season, Diggs' presence changed the geometry of the field. A polished route technician who understands leverage at an elite level, Diggs gave Maye his first 1,000-yard receiver and demonstrated what the offense looks like when precision meets experience. It wasn't just production. It was timing. Trust. Anticipation throws that only happen when a quarterback believes the receiver will be exactly where the coverage dictates he should be. That glimpse matters because it proves Maye doesn't need a super team to function. But give him structure and intelligent route runners, and he becomes surgical. The league is filled with quarterbacks propped up by overwhelming talent. Maye is trending towards something more sustainable, system mastery. and system mastery travels. Mike Vrabel's influence can't be ignored either. Vrabel's teams aren't built on flash, they're built on buy-in, physicality, accountability. For a young quarterback, that culture creates clarity. When the head coach's message aligns with the coordinator's scheme, the locker room stabilizes. And when the locker room stabilizes, development accelerates. Maye saw it firsthand. From his first year to his second, the team improved not just statistically, but structurally. Fewer communication breakdowns, smarter situational football, better late-game management. That doesn't happen accidentally. It happens when everyone pulls in the same direction. Now, heading into his third NFL season, but only his second in this offense, Maye isn't chasing comfort. He has it. He's chasing expansion. The difference between year one and year two in a system is massive. The difference between year two and year three is where quarterbacks enter command territory. That's where audibles increase. That's where protections are flipped without sideline confirmation. That's where coordinators trust the quarterback to kill the wrong play. And Maye is walking into that stage. The numbers already suggest he's ahead of schedule. A 72% completion rate isn't luck. That's decision-making. That's processing speed. That's discipline. Combine that with 35 total touchdowns, and you're looking at a quarterback who isn't just efficient, he's aggressive within structure. The scary part? He did that while still learning. Imagine what happens when the learning curve flattens. This offseason isn't about overhaul. It's about refinement, adding more answers at the line, expanding protection variations, layering in adjustments that only make sense once the base system is mastered. Defenses spent the offseason studying him, but now he gets to study them back with the same language, the same terminology, the same staff. That's an advantage. In a league obsessed with splashy acquisitions and quarterback carousels, stability might be the Patriots' most underrated asset. While other teams break in new coordinators and reset playbooks, New England is building upward. And that's why this feels like a win. Not because of headlines, not because of hype, but because growth in the NFL is exponential when continuity exists. Drake Maye already proved he can produce. Now he gets to prove he can dominate. The 2026 season hasn't started yet. There are no standings, no playoff projections, no December narratives. But the first box has been checked. The system is intact. The staff is aligned. The quarterback understands the why behind the what. For a young franchise signal caller, that's everything. And if his second year in this offense was MVP level efficient, the league might not be ready for what year three looks like. Before the first whistle of 2026, Drake Maye didn't win a game on the scoreboard. He won something more important. He won stability. And in the NFL, that's where dynasties begin.